Hello. I hope that everybody's got through this December and you go into January with a new perspective of everything that we've learned from the last year. I have a few things to say, but it might be a bit muddled. I'm a bit tired, and as my friends and family know that we've had Roy's been ill, my husband. So it's been hard holding this camera. My arm's aching. It's been a hard slog this last month or so, and today I came on my pyramid, as Florence calls it. But I wanted to say a few things if my battery holds out. Um, that so I hope everybody's got through this month, and we've learned what we've learned from this last crazy year is we go and we learn from and thrive. Hopefully, everyone's going through so much stuff at the moment, but where do I start? I wanted to say a little story really about my husband. Is amazing, and I think he's 61. I hope he is, otherwise I forget. I'm 14 years younger than him, but he's like a legend. We live in France at the moment for the last 6 years, and he comes from a little village in Dorset, England, called Abbotsbury, and he was a legend there, and he's starting to become a legend here. He's just got so much energy, great personality, full of life, and is really in touch with his inner child. It's like having 3 children, which he admits to as well in the house. It's good. It's really good that adults are in touch with their inner child, because it doesn't happen very often. It's quite rare. So that's good. But he's also a Gemini, so it's interesting. But he's amazing. And his background, he's 7 siblings in his family growing up in Abbotsbury. His parents were hardworking. His family was hardworking. They used to do the seine fishing down in Abbotsbury Beach, Chesil Beach, and it was hard work, getting up at 3, whatever, in the morning, grabbing all the kids, going down with the family, cooking breakfast on the beach to catch the fish to earn a living. And this went on for years and years and years while he was at school. So he's grown up in this environment, hard work, God knows how a mum copes with 7 children and doing that full-time fishing as well. Over the years, she had different jobs. His dad was the last swan herder from Abbotsbury Swannery. They're a legend. The whole family is, and they're amazing, hard-working family. And Roy has got to this age, and he's still boom, boom, boom. He does more than most people in France and in England. And recently, he's had a bit of a shock to the system. So a few years ago, I had a bit of a physical shock to the system, and he's had his recently, and I believe it's the universe telling him, look, you just can't continue like this in that much energy, and it's a message, and try not to ramble too much. And he's fully aware that I think he needs to listen to his body more, and he can't continue the way that he's been continuing. He's fine. It's taken him. I mean, basically, he ended up the Sunday before Christmas. He ended up in hospital, having some tests and things, and God knows what we thought it was at the time. But it turned out all the tests that the hospital did were fine, and he's. I'll just look in the light. I don't know. That's better. The doctor said it was something to do with his inner ear and imbalance in his inner ear, and put him on this strong medication which like wiped him out for a week. And so we've been learning, all about the inner ear stuff, as you do, and he's been doing exercises for that. And he's had to really learn a sort of a lesson in a way, and more about himself. Now he's finally realising what I've been trying to tell him for the past God knows how long, and especially the last year, that you need to slow down. And I think all of us are feeling it. So the world is changing, collectively, physically, the earth is changing, and individually our bodies are changing. it's shedding, we're shedding, everything is purifying, anything that we just can't continue on the way that we've been going, you know. Things are changing and we have to adapt to that change. And it's just, it's great to see, it's not great to see everybody going through their problems and things like that, but it's what we do and how we learn from it. So it's not what happens, it's how we deal with it. And what's amazing is that communities are coming together, and since Roy's been ill, our friends have been really helping out. We're so lucky. Boots on the ground. They took me to the cinema with the kids the other day, and because I'm still not confident in my driving yet, and especially like really tired, and it's really frosty, and I really need to get my finger out, and I'm going to start doing that. I really do need to do that. And it's getting back into that mindset. It's so easy just to get complacent, and that's another thing that me and Roy, we're a really good balance, really, and we love each other so much, and he loves me like no man's ever loved me before, and vice versa. I love him like no other woman has treated him before and loved him before, and it's a lovely balance, and we sort of balance each other out. But what was I going to say? Just looking at the chickens. What was I going to say? Anyway, so let's got me little notes. So I've just completely thrown myself talking about our feelings and emotions and all the rest of it. But yeah, times are changing, and we have to wake up and realise and listen to ourselves and look after ourselves first. And yeah, it's a blessing where we are in nature and things. I had so much to say and I can't think of what to say. But that's what we've been through for the last December, and hopefully Roy will listen properly, and it will last a while, and of him really trying to now relax a bit more. He's had a lifetime of working hard, and I'm just reminding him, he thinks I'm crazy most of the time. Well, half of him does because he's a Gemini, the other half agrees with me sometimes. But holistic means the whole, and we have not just physical bodies, we have emotional, spiritual, mental bodies, like energy bodies around us. The physical is just the denser part of it, and I think recently he's really hit home, and he's a right blokey bloke normally, and he doesn't like people thinking that he's a right wuss and all this sort of stuff, but you know, he's got a big heart, and yeah, I think a lot of people look up to him, and if we all need to show people that we need to look after all of our energy bodies, not just the physical, because we have to be in balance, basically. And we have to learn how to do that. We're not taught it. So that's mainly the gist of the video, just to say that that's the journey that we've been on recently, and as amazing as Roy is, the times are changing, and our bodies are going from a carbon-based structure to a crystalline structure, which is more vibrating at a higher frequency. And we need to teach each other this. And there's ways of coping, but we've all got to slow down. I've had to learn that massively, and Roy keeps saying, oh, this is how you've been feeling. Yes. Yes. It's hard work. It's hard work, but we're all feeling the effects of this. But it's an amazing thing. It means that the earth and everything, we're getting rid of the old stuff and we're going into the new stuff, and that is really exciting. And as long as we keep being the observer and we don't hang on and cling on to that old, and we're open to the new, and we stay in our heart center, and we love each other, and we help each other through them, we're all going to be fine. It's a lot about sharing and learning, and that's it really. So we're a couple of days into January, and I know that the Gregorian calendar New Year, I never really celebrate, but good friends invited us round for games and dinner and that sort of thing. But I don't stay up till midnight anymore, so that's nice. We're doing that anyway with friends, and I hope that you all find your place in the community where you live. And it's not all about money and what you can or can't do. It's about connecting heart to heart with people and genuinely, and starting something new and finding that humanity in your local community, no matter what's going on. It's not what's happening, it's how we react. And I just haven't done a video for so long, and I just really wanted to share like Roy's story to say how amazing he is, and how much he's appreciated. But he needs to slow down, and if he doesn't, and if the universe sends you a sign like this and you don't listen, you get smacked in the face even harder. And I keep saying that to him. At least it's not as bad as what it could have been. And when he went to hospital, so I was left at home thinking, right, was he going to come back? And a reality check, and is this happening? And if there's two things, he's going to come back and we'll recover, or he's not going to come back and I'm on my own. And I know that I've got friends around me, but you know, shit happens, and things like this could happen. And a lot of people are looking at Roy thinking, oh my God, you know, if it could happen to him, it could happen to anybody. And the same with me as well. And it could happen to any of us at any time. So learn about these new things if you're not knowing. Listen to your body. Go day by day. Realise it's not you, it's not your fault. It's just new things are happening around us, and it is actually amazing. And I've been babbling on in my videos about this for about a year or so now. So that's it really. I think that's everything I've written down. And yeah, so it's nice to see everybody again. And I look forward to sharing our mad adventures with you, whatever we're up to in the next year. Okay, lots of love. Bye bye.